Hello everyone, I'm Brian Richesson. I'm the editor of LP Gas Magazine. In this video, I'd like to introduce Stuart Weidie. He's the president and CEO of Blossman Gas and also the president of Alliance AutoGas. I asked Stuart about the auto gas market in general, and I started off by asking him about attending the Work Truck Show in early March. It was the last show he attended before the coronavirus pandemic hit.
We were really pleased with the show for a couple of reasons. There was a lot of interest. The 7.3-liter Ford that is used in class 3 through 5 and up through the 7, the F250s, 350, 450, 550, and even up to the F750 is the application for that engine. And we had a lot of positive interest in it. We're really excited about that platform because, number one, it's perfect for the service vehicles that we have in our industry, but also it's really a good application for the F750 when you have barrel sizes of 3,000 gallons or less and you're not operating in mountainous areas. And in fact, at Blossman, we've got over 80 F750 propane bobtails now, and our cost per mile is astonishingly low relative to the other diesel platforms that we've had through the years. And really, the performance of them is exceptionally good as well. So that 7.3 is a great engine. It's got a lot more capability in terms of torque and horsepower, but Ford hasn't quite sort of geared it up yet to meet some of those higher operating parameters, but we hope that they will over the next couple of 3 years, in addition to having air brakes on them as well.
Kind of the headline in all this is the fact that we do have a bobtail application.
I think that is one of the headlines, but the other part of that is our industry seems to be focused on having a propane bobtail, which is perfectly appropriate. But right now we can do service vehicles, sales vehicles, owner and manager vehicles, the F-150s, the entire Chevrolet line, the Dodge, the Ram series of vehicles. All of those vehicles can be done on propane right now, which provides an opportunity for our industry to adopt it. And I think that's going to give us more confidence as an industry to go out and try to promote it to customers and prospective customers.
Yeah, I remember you talking about that at the show, just giving the industry confidence to go out and promote it and sell it. And as part of that, you said that Alliance AutoGas is really, reaching out to everybody, I guess, across the country, everybody in the industry to help promote AutoGas. Can you talk a little bit about that? What Alliance AutoGas is doing and what does that do for the AutoGas market in general?
Sure. Well, most importantly, one of the things we're excited about is we're working directly with state associations and the executive directors and staff in those states to inform them of the offerings that Alliance AutoGas has, which will enable them to communicate to their members. And I think that's going to be more effective than us trying to do it centrally. But a good portion of Alliance AutoGas's efforts now are focused on the propane industry, either through the state associations or directly with companies. And we've got some really exciting programs already going with some of the larger multi-staters or interstate marketers in the propane industry right now, where they're doing conversions for their vehicles as well. So I think it's really something that we've focused on. Anybody and everybody is someone that we're interested in working with to get their vehicles converted, even if they're a direct propane competitor of ours. That's indifferent. I think we view it as Alliance AutoGas and its equipment business is different than our Blossman propane business. And that has very much been our approach. But whatever we can do to enable and support our industry members to get vehicles running on propane, I think we're there to do that. And when the state programs that I mentioned, we're setting up conversion and service centers in 3 strategic locations throughout the state. Hopefully within less than an hour's drive. We have over 90 conversion and service centers in Alliance AutoGas today, currently. Actually, we have over 120 service centers, but we've got 90 installation centers, but we're continuing to expand that network of service and installation centers in order to have availability for people throughout the country.
As this market develops, and I'm sure you've heard a lot of comments over the years, just the barriers that are in place or that are in people's minds that, prevent that growth or maybe, prevent someone from giving this a shot. But what do you view as barriers to growth in this market, and how do we overcome those barriers?
Well, I think the status quo is a barrier. Gasoline and diesel have predominated in terms of fuel, but I think the movement to be good stewards of the Earth's resources and of the environment, particularly by larger corporations, continues to grow. And I don't think that's going to go backwards. I think we all have a duty and responsibility to be good stewards of the earth. And I think larger companies are leading in that. So we're seeing actually momentum in that particular area. The other thing I think that's been a barrier is the fact that people don't understand that we've got a domestic fuel supply that's cleaner, it's less costly, and the fact that we can use it here in our own vehicles, particularly in the commercial market, and not ship 20 some odd billion gallons out of the country. I think people just don't have an awareness of that. So I think as an industry, we need to do a better job promoting the facts, but also appealing to people's sense of, we want to do things here in our country. We need to balance economic efficiency with national security.